Dillian, the body snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Okay, so about a week or so ago, I did a video suggesting that if Tyson Fury ends up vacating the WBC World Heavyweight Championship, i.e. retiring, the WBC should use that opportunity to host a tournament with their top 8 fighters, go through a tournament style, and the winner be crowned the new WBC World Heavyweight Champion. Now, some of you said that, yeah, it's a good idea. Hopefully the WBC do that. Other people, of course, I get like a lot of trolls. Sporting Icons don't know what he's talking about. He calls himself a boxing channel. He's talking absolute nonsense. The WBC would never do that. All that kind of good stuff. Well, the WBC president, Riso Suleiman, spoke to Sky Sports and has suggested that if Tyson Fury does in fact vacate and retire, then a tournament style is something that they will be very interested in doing. So, yet again, Sporting Icons, is he talking nonsense? Much like I was talking nonsense when I said several months ago, Daniel Dubois is going to end up fighting the winner of Joshua and Usyk as order pop from a WBA. All those many other kinds of things. Is Sporting Icons talking nonsense, or is it just that you're too busy being brainwashed by these other YouTube channels who do complete opposite as to how I say? But reality is, they're shit. Okay? That's the reality of it, okay? Now, tournament style, is that a good backup plan? Or would you prefer WBC just put the belt on the line for 2 fighters, have a new heavyweight champion? Now, I personally would prefer tournament style. And I think most boxing fans would as well, because it cuts out a lot of stuff, okay? Firstly, the winner of a tournament, much like the World Boxing Super Series, when Usyk won it, when Josh Taylor won it, and Marius Bradis won it, etc. Tournament style is a way of the winner earning the right to be the champion. So they haven't been awarded it in the post or anything like that. They've gone through the gauntlet. That's why I like the tournament style. Okay. Now, ideal world, Tyson Fury won't retire. Tyson Fury will fight the winner of Joshua Usyk. We get an undisputed champion. I think Tyson Fury is so full of shit. He must be permanently constipated. Okay. But he's earned the right to fight for an undisputed crown. And hopefully that's what he does. And if he does decide to not retire and keep the belt, go fight the winner of Joshua Usyk, the WBC should still do this tournament with their top 8. They should still do it, where the winner will become the WBC Diamond Champion, Interim Champion, Mandatory Challenger to fight Fury or whoever's got the belt at that particular moment. So they should still do it regardless, okay? Now, the top 8 for the WBC are as such, and they are new, by the way. Number 1, Deontay Wilder. Number 2, Joe Joyce. Number 3, Joseph Parker. Number 4, Frank Sanchez. Number 5, Andy Ruiz Jr. Number 6, Arsenbek Makhmudov. Number 7, Dillian Whyte. And number 8, Luis Ortiz. So that is the current 8. Now, that is a perfect kind of group of fighters to have a tournament with. Firstly, 2 fights have already been made, haven't they? Joe Joyce and Joseph Parker has been made, and Andy Ruiz Jr., King Kong, Luis Ortiz has already been made. We're still waiting for official date and venue, all that kind of stuff. But that's 2 fights already done. So you just need the other 4 fighters to fight each other. And the tournament style, quarterfinals, semi-final, final, winner walks off WBC champion, or the winner becomes WBC Diamond Champion and will be next for the WBC World Title fight. Perfect scenario, right? Perfect scenario. Now, automatically, of course, some people would have noticed that Dillian Whyte is ranked number 7. Is it a bigger deal? No, not really. Is anybody surprised? No, not really. Not really. Now, we could look at, say, number 1, Deontay Wilder. Well, he got knocked out twice by the same guy who just beat Dillian Whyte. In fact, in the second fight with Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder got bounced around, didn't land a glove on Fury. He got humiliated. Far worse than what happened with Dillian Whyte. Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte weren't really landing on each other at all, really, were they? It was a boring, non-exciting fight. The only drama part happened at the very end where Tyson Fury caught him with an uppercut. But in the third fight with Fury and Wilder, yes, Wilder did knock down Fury on 2 occasions, but ultimately ended up getting battered around from pillar to post again and ended up getting knocked out later in the fight. But again, that was a Tyson Fury who didn't really train that much due to apparent COVID and, of course, down to the unfortunate incident with his newborn daughter, who thankfully has survived and all that kind of stuff. So how much of Tyson Fury was really in that fight anyway? But still, Wilder gets ranked number 1, Dillian Whyte gets put number 7. Behind, say, Joseph Parker, who Dillian Whyte's already beaten. But this is the WBC. This is sanctioning bodies all over, okay? Ultimately, it doesn't really matter, okay? But especially if you do a tournament style, who cares? Doesn't matter if you're ranked number 1, number 5, number 8. As long as you're in that number 8 and you go through the tournament, and hopefully all 8 of these guys will go through the tournament. They will all go through the gauntlet and be crowned the new champion, or have the right to fight Tyson Fury. Or whoever's got the belt at that point, because if Fury's going to hold on to the belt, hopefully he'll go fight the winner of Joshua Usyk. By the time all that kind of happens, and of course they're probably going to have a rematch because it's undisputed, so by the time that's all settled, this tournament will be probably about running alongside of it, okay? So that would be great. Personally, I would love to see a tournament style. Most people would as well. That's why the World Box Super Series was so successful. The winner of these 8 fighting each other as such would have earned the right to become champion or fight Tyson Fury. Rather than to say, okay, Wilder, you're up next for Fury. You're the mandatory. But what's he done? You see, it's much better to have a tournament style. At least that way it cuts out all the fan bases batting for their fighter, saying how their fighter deserves this fight more than the other one and whatever. Just get him in a damn tournament. Let's see these people fight. And whoever comes out of the smoke at the end has earned it, right? Tournament style is much, much better. And hopefully you all agree. I'm sure you all do. Anyway, that's what's going on. The WBC president, Musa Suleiman, has said that if Tyson Fury vacates the belt, a tournament style is something that they'd be very, very interested in for the vacant WBC World Heavyweight Championship. Fantastic stuff if, of course, that comes through. It's a great backup plan if Fury vacates. Why not? But likewise, as I said, even if he doesn't vacate, put this tournament together anyway. Put it together anyway. The winner becomes the WBC Diamond Champion, WBC Interim Champion, the mandatory challenger. However, go fight the winner of Tyson Fury versus Joshua or Tyson Fury versus Usyk. However, that's going to play out. And the good thing for WBC holding a tournament, one way or another, for the belt or not for the belt, at least they're going to get sanction fees right the way through. And of course, because it's in tournament style, you haven't got to worry about the promoters negotiating with each other about who gets more money and whatever else and everything. There's a structure in there. Each fighter in each round gets 50-50 cut right the way through. Even in the final, the 2 fighters get 50-50 split. Or maybe the winner gets a 60-40, but ultimately they get the belt of the WBC or the Diamond belt. However, cut out all the boxing politics. Just do the tournament. So if they do it, well done to WBC. They've moved up tenfold in my books. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.